Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Okemuti Inapodia, and in this video I will be giving you a step-by-step procedure on how you can come to study in Ireland. Basically how to get study visa to come study in Ireland. So if you're looking to know about the fees required, the proof of fund, that's the amount you should have in your account after paying your tuition. And if you're also interested in knowing about scholarship to come study in Ireland, this video is for you. The first thing you want to do is find a good course. It's not like some courses are bad. Like, we should go with passion, yeah. But it's still important that you look for a course that getting a job would not be so difficult. Yeah. Because when you come here to study your MSc, 2 years to find a job. And that job is not just any job, because there's any job anywhere actually in Ireland. There are jobs like regular jobs. But you have to find a job that meets the requirements in order for you to stay after that 2 years elapses. So when you finish, you get automatic 1 year. So you pay 300 euros for the first year, and then when that one elapses, you pay another 300 euros. So you have 2 years. And in that 2 years, they expect you to find a job, not just any job, like I said. They expect you to find a job that is in the critical skills, or a job that is not in the ineligible. So they have a list called ineligible skills. So these skills are the ones that you cannot use to get a visa to keep staying after your 2 years elapses. It's a very long list. I am going to attach the link below so you can see the ineligible skills that are not needed. Not like they're not needed. I think they have enough in Ireland. So you might want to consider getting something in the critical skilled list. That one is even better, safe, because if you get a job in the critical skilled list, that in within that 2 years that you are job hunting, if you get a job there and that job meets the requirement, then you're fine. You're you're a few steps close to becoming a permanent resident in Ireland. So now, for the critical skill list, it's just a list basically listing the fields that they need more professionals, the skills that are needed in Ireland. So you have to check to see that that course you are coming to study, or that course you are thinking of coming to study, is either in the critical skills list, so that your chances will be more. And also ensure that your course is not in the ineligible list, because if it's in the ineligible list and you get a job, it's not going to count. It's not going to count because that job is not qualified to get a work permit in Ireland. So if you can't get a work permit, you can't continue staying in Ireland after the 2 years elapses. I'm just going to go back to the critical skilled list again. These critical skill lists are the ones that are short. They need more people in that field, like nurses, IT. There are lots of professions there that you can just have a look and see, so that that's going to guide you, like give you a direction as to what course you should be looking at, as to what course you should study. It could really help a whole lot. After finding a course that's suitable, that's eligible for a work permit, like I said, because if you don't get a job that is eligible, you might have to leave Ireland, or you'll have to maybe school again, and nobody has that money, okay? So the next thing you want to look for now is admission. Like, before you look for admission, definitely you should look for a school. There are lots of schools in Ireland. They have TU Dublin, that's Technological University Dublin. They have Griffith College, that's where all the Nigerians are. Like, there are lots of Nigerians in Nigerian community. Griffith College it is, Griffith College in Dublin. And they also have other schools in Ireland. They have in Cork. It just depends on what you want. So the next thing you want to do is decide where you want to stay. You can decide to stay in Dublin, you can decide to stay in Limerick, you can decide to stay in Cork. It just depends on you. And basically there are just different kinds of cost of living in these different places, but most international students choose Dublin because Dublin is the heart of Ireland. I am in Dublin, but there are also other people in other parts of Ireland, and they are finding it good also. So now, after deciding which part of Ireland you want to stay and what course you want to study, then you can go on to start seeking for admission. So you basically just have to go to the school's website. I'm going to be linking some schools in Ireland, their websites below. So you can just have a look at the courses they have available and then the cost of the study. Next thing you would be needing is your personal statement. This personal statement is just a letter stating why you want to do the course, why you chose that course, why you chose that school, why you think that that course is going to be good for your career, and how you are going to use that course to better your country. So, yeah, in case you want to go back to your country, so you have to just say, like, if I study this course, I'll be able to use it to better my country in so way, just like that. That's it. It's basically easy. There are lots of templates online that you can just follow. Then for people that are like changing careers, like changing fields, you have to just give like a reason why you want to change field. If you have enough reasons to back up your choice or enough reasons to back up your statement, then you're fine. You also need an international passport. So that international passport is better you have more time in that passport. There's no point using a passport that's expiring in less than 6 months. It's better you have at least a year and above. Advice from me to you, if you're traveling from Nigeria, it's better you get a new passport that has a long duration, because renewal of visa in Ireland, it's not easy. Getting the appointment is quite difficult, so it's better you have enough time in your passport. When you get the admission, you're going to get an offer letter. So you would need this offer letter to apply for your visa. So while you're going to submit as VSF, you should have your offer letter from the school, and then you will also have to show a proof that you've paid part of your fees. School fees for international students ranges from 12,000 euros to 15,000. So this is for master's degree program, 12,000 to 15,000. Although some schools give like a discount, or should I say partial scholarship, yeah. They can deduct about from 1,000 to 2,500 euros. You just have to ask to see if you're eligible, because some courses are, some people are, why some people are not. All you have to do is ask the school, and they will just give you all the information you need. It's better to ask than not ask, so asking could save you to 5. Some schools can allow part payment. When I mean part payment, I don't mean 1,000 out of the 12,000. I mean like half of the school fees, maybe like 6,000 euros. And then when you come into Ireland, they can give you a time frame to pay the remaining part of the school fees. Or you can also like ask your school, and they can devise a payment plan for you where you can be paying a certain amount every month before you finish your program. Another option is that you can get a student loan. I've seen people get a loan of 3,000 euros. So if you get a loan of 3,000, you can be paying like 100 euros or 99 point something, yeah, but 100 euros monthly until you finish paying the 3,000. So that's basically how you can complete the money. If you did not have the full amount, you need to have 7,000 euros to prove that you can take care of yourself in Ireland without working. Not like you wouldn't work, you can work, but you have to prove that you can take care of yourself. You can work 20 hours though, but I'll make a video about job in Ireland and cost of living to see if 20 hours working can pay your bills. That you can take care of yourself without getting public funds, without getting money from the government. You have to prove that you have access to 7k. So that 7k can be in your sponsor's account, or like if your father or your mother is sponsoring you, the person should have that 7,000 in their account after you've paid your part of your school fees or you've paid your full school fees. If you have been denied visa in the past, you have to state that you've been denied, and you can also attach a refusal letter, just to let them know that you've been denied a visa in the past. When you're applying for your visa, ensure that there's no misrepresentation and everything you're saying is the truth and nothing but the truth. Make sure you don't lie, because if you lie, you could be denied, and if you are denied on some circumstance, you could be banned for 5 years. And while on some circumstances, you could be able to seek for an appeal. So it's just better you're straightforward. If you've been denied a visa in the past, endeavor to state it in your application so they are aware, because it looks as if you're not straightforward if you don't state that. So you can apply online for your study visa, and then when you apply, you get the information on where you have to submit your supporting documents. And then you must prove that you've paid your school fees. You can provide a copy of an electronic transfer of funds, that is ETF, to the Irish bank. So just to show that you've paid your school fees, like if it's the fees is more than 6,000, like if it's 12,000, you should have paid at least 6,000. That's half of the school fees. And then you need the evidence. Like, another document that you need to add to your application is your proof of fund. That is your sponsor's bank statement. That's to prove that you can look after yourself and you have access to at least 7,000 after paying your school fees. So you just basically have to go to the bank and ask for printed copies of your sponsor's bank statement. You also need to account for any educational breaks, like if you were not working for a while, or if you were just not doing anything at that time. You have to state what you were doing, like if there's any space within when you finish school and when you're applying for your master's. You have to explain for that gap what happened during that period. You also have to prove your level of English. You have to prove that if they're teaching in class, you're going to be able to understand what they're saying. Even if you come from a country where they speak English, like Nigeria, you still have to do an English test to prove your level of English. You don't need high scores. It's just to prove that you can understand what's being taught in class. Another thing you'll be needing for your application is medical insurance, like your private medical insurance. So some schools provide that, they add it to the school fees, while some don't. So if your school does not provide private medical insurance, then there's an affordable one that almost all the students are using in Dublin. That's the one I know. That's Study and Protect. I can leave the link below. If you want to get private medical insurance, that's if your school is not making any provision for private insurance for their students, then you can apply for your insurance personally. After submitting your supporting documents, don't book your flight immediately. Wait for a while, because they process these things according to dates. So you cannot submit today and expect a miracle to happen and book your flight for next week. It's not done that way. But within 8 weeks, that's 2 months, you should get a feedback. And if after 8 weeks you've not gotten a feedback, then you can reach out to the VSF and ask for information about your visa application. And if you don't want to do this process yourself, you can use an agent. So they have some agents that work for the schools. I think the schools pay them, so you don't have to pay the agent to guide you as to what you need to submit, just to be on the safe side, like somebody that will just check your documents and see that everything is fine. This agent, I think the school pays them, like I said. I'm going to leave their Instagram pages down below in case you need an agent to guide you about study visa in Ireland, and they'll be able to guide you. It's free of charge. You don't have to pay for it. Okay, so don't be thinking about the money. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you got the basic information that you need. And if you have any question, you can leave a comment or you can message me on Facebook. Just the same name as my YouTube name, Okemutin Apodia, and I would be able to answer in due time.